What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the weekly reading. Welcome back to Theresthattarot. I'm pre-recording the weekly this week because I feel like this is a week of focus. A lot of you may be shutting out the outside noise this week. I think a lot of you are thinking bigger, okay? There's something bigger about the energy, like more expansive, more just moving forward. Something about no more looking back this week. The song that's playing right now, I'm gonna put my phone on the charger. The song that's playing right now is called Solarium. And I remember the last time I was in a house that had a solarium in it, like a sunroom. Fancy word for sunroom, but big ass. Okay. Outside, inside type of room. And maybe a lot of you are starting to manifest or imagine what your dream home is going to look like, or just like, let's get into this nicer shit, right? In so many words. So we're going to start with Aries. I almost went live last night, but I was just extremely exhausted. So Aries, honor your body. Honor your body, honor your mind, honor your soul, honor your heart, honor your life. For you this week, Aries, it's going to be about self-exploration. I feel like it's more so about abolishing the myths, or maybe exploring some of the myths and fairy tales of life. I feel like a lot of you may have had like an imaginary type of world. When you were children, so you could be 29 years old. Slowing yourself down, I feel like is the name of the game this week, Aries. Or just taking more of that time for yourself. There may be somebody that you're getting to know this week, Aries. Let's see. I feel like this is you getting to know you, but let's look at love for the week. Love, mood, career. In some ways, I think you question whether or not you should give up on somebody that you've been getting to know. I feel like this person does have other suitors, but they're very focused on you, and you're not. You're focused on you too. And I think that's why you're doing so well. It's because you're focused on you. A lot of you, there's a lot that I think, and that's who you're choosing. Okay. Some of you may have a very interesting conversation with someone like across from them at a table this week. But I think the more you get to know someone else, the more you start to choose yourself. I feel like that's the message for you this week. Take that how it resonates. You know how that resonates. As far as your mood's going to have a lot. Be careful. For some of you, a lot of you, your mood has a lot to do with your environment and the people you're around. There's a way to maneuver through that instead of allowing it to ruin your day. There's also someone who's very influenced by their environment, and how they treat you depends on who they're around, if that makes any sense. You don't have the best memories of this person, I don't think. And I don't feel like you're wanting to put your energy in that direction or communicate with them or put your heart there. I feel like you have taking charge of that situation in some way. You're taking charge of your own peace, your own environment, your own surroundings, and that's amazing, Aries. Well, as far as your career is concerned, instead of praying for a specific outcome, pray for the highest good of all in the situation. Sometimes you can't put the focus so much on the outcome because you don't even know if that's the outcome that you're going to want. You don't know how that outcome is going to feel yet. So focus more so on, because I feel like a lot of you have been indecisive, which is creating stagnancy. There's also maybe a relationship in your life that may have been affecting your energy when it comes to your career. So I see you walking away from that as well. Pray for the highest good. Don't look at the outcome. Pray that everybody walks away with whatever it was for their highest good in the situation. Aries. Keep your temper this week. Be a leader. Show others how it's done. You know how to help others. You can help other people. But be a little selfish this week when it comes to your energy. Look closely, ask questions, and think before you act. Okay? Taurus. Passion. A lot of you are burning with passion this week. You may have a lot of passion for someone and you're looking at what that connection became versus the way that it started out. Maybe there were a lot of red flags that you didn't pay attention to when it comes to this connection. Some of you might be dealing with the, I don't know, this is giving Gemini, Leo, or an Aries. I feel like you have, Cancer or Pisces could be here too. I feel like you have a lot of passion for someone or something. Someone's name can start with a W or an M or an A. All right. For love this week. Someone doesn't have a lot of love for themselves. Or they're not in it for love. They're in it for sex or passion or fun. They're actually very guarded and possibly wounded from things that have failed in the past. And I feel like there's others involved as well. Take your time there. This could be you, Taurus, with the King of Pentacles in the reverse. Or this could be what you're choosing to do is not commit to this situation and focus on your work, not think about it, right? You want something that doesn't... Okay, or better yet, you may see that this offer... If you offer yourself to this, or you may choose not to offer yourself to this, because you don't want something that's confusing. You want something that feels stable, or you may have found out that this person either was in a relationship or just broke up with one. There's a part of you that feels like I should not do this. Or either this is how someone else is feeling. It's like, you could find out about someone else's breakup. There's also a feminine energy in your life, I feel, that maybe has walked away, even though it's almost like you two are not over yet. This person has a lot of responsibility. I feel like they work a lot and they're not focused on matters of the heart right now. They could also be, I'm telling you, somebody's ending a relationship with someone. but I feel like it may still be in the process. It's like they're taking time away from this connection to realize some things, like in order to make a decision. I feel like you do love this person, but you're going to be kind of clearing your head of this situation this week, because I feel like you're losing hope in it. Be careful about obsessing over work. Focus more on your gift. Focus more on your dream, and the money will flow. You'll start to feel better if you don't focus. Focus on the things around you that are growing, and you'll start to feel better. When it comes to your mood this week, I almost called you Scorpio. Some of you could be dealing with a Scorpio. Taurus. Just be careful of your environment. Same as Aries. Try to keep yourself in happy environments, even if that environment is what you create in your mind. Okay? Because sometimes we don't always have control over the environments that we have to be in, especially when it comes to work. And for some of you, I'm hearing when it comes to home as well. Some of you may travel a lot. For many of you, you're going to have to meditate your way through this week, okay? Think before you speak. I feel like there are a lot of you, you're reaching for something. Or you may be communicating with someone from your past that you moved on from. Okay, there's the Queen of Cups again. There's somebody who's moving on from one person. This person's in your energy. They're moving on from somebody. They're not, they're really trying to focus on being happy, like, as an individual at this point, as far as, like, their emotions and everything. They're getting over something. There also may be someone that you're moving on from, but I feel like there's stress attached to it. Or somebody may... You may wonder if someone is full of shit, Taurus. Somebody, you may have found out that someone either got a new opportunity, or maybe they are in a relationship. But is this true? I honestly feel like somebody got an opportunity. There's a lot of things that are changing in their life. There could have been a new job opportunity that came through for this person, because I'm not really picking up on love. But they're not telling anybody what's going on with them. And that may be the reason why you feel as though they're not taking any action towards the connection with you. But I really feel like somebody's just working on walking away from things that they can't trust anymore. It's like they're more focused on their environment at this point, and how their environment may affect their finances and their emotions and their stability and things like that. There's a lot of endings and changes happening in your life, and I feel someone connected to you. Maybe this is just about, like, clarity in that situation for you, Taurus. As far as your career is concerned, if somebody's giving you a hard time on your job, or if you feel like you're unable to control your emotions while you're on your job, that's a sign. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times that judgment, that fear, kind of separating yourself from the crowd, it's really a call for help. There may be some things that have ended. But it was for it was for your own good, though, Taurus. Because these things are ending that were keeping you feeling trapped or distracted or not really wanting to communicate with other people. These things had to go. These are things that had to end in your life in order for you to understand, like, what's enough for you. What's good for you and what's going to clog up your life. A lot of you may be going through a divorce as well, or a separation from someone else. There's a separation going on. Some of you guys just need a break. Something around 8 o'clock. There could be something about 8 o'clock, 8:10, 8:11. Or you guys need to follow a more strict schedule this week. Something like that, Taurus. It's time to be realistic about something as well. Follow your intuition this week. I feel like there are a lot of messages that are going to come to you, but you have to be in a place of tranquility in your mind in order to receive them. If you keep a tight schedule, you will not have to be in a rush, because when you get in a rush, Taurus, you start forgetting shit. So, have a good week, Taurus, Gemini. Gemini. I feel like a lot of you are going to be finding your own path this week. I feel like it's more of like carving out your own path this week. The number 7 could be significant for you this week. You guys are so creative and different. You guys have a different style, like your dressing style, or like, I don't know, maybe you got like hippie vibes, something like that. People like looking at you. And it's like they want to know what's on your path too, Gemini. They want to know what you got going on, because I feel like there's a big air of mystery to you. Like, as much as you can talk is as much as they still want to know about you. A lot of you are learning, maybe reading a lot more. You're calling in your soulmate by giving up on every fucking thing. The more you focus on yourself and like push this other stuff away, Gemini, you're calling in your soulmate. The more, the less you do, literally, the more that comes. I'm telling you. Just keep focusing on you. And I feel like you are, let's see. A lot of you have a lot of options when it comes to love. A lot of you have a lot going on when it comes to your work, so you don't have time for love. A lot of you kind of look at relationships like, what, right now? Like, it's not like it's cool to have a nice connection, or it's like I always have a really strong connection with somebody, but then it ends up being unrequited because of their actions, blah 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 blah, or they're not ready, and then I end up isolating myself from them because they had me fucked up, or you know, or they tried to make me feel like I wasn't good enough by being non-committal and blah 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 blah. 4 of Swords. It's time to take a break. It's time to take a break, unplug. There's something that you've been holding on to, you need to let go of it. Ace of Cups in the reverse, 5 of Cups in the reverse, Queen of Cups. Move on. You don't even have the best memories of this person, Gemini. Let go of the past. Just be very careful where you're investing your time and your energy when it comes to your love life. It's time. It's like you'll break free from something and then you'll go back to it. Don't go back this time. I feel like a lot of you have a tendency to look at things glass half full, and sometimes that can make you forgetful of what they did to you. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with being a positive person. There's nothing wrong with that. That's why they like you. That's why they keep coming back to you. Don't let the memories bring you back into a foolish situation. The more you heal, the more decisive you become. Okay? There's somebody who just is prone to betrayal in your life. The number 7 could be connected to this person. Somebody's name could start with an M. This person is a snake, and you need to let go of them. This person's going to try to come back and, you know, work with you, pursue you, romantically, you know. This is I feel like you've already completed this chapter. There's something like, what's that song? You guys may be toasting to something or celebrating something when it comes to your job, your stability. Just remain in control. You've changed already, Gemini. You don't have to stay in this energy, because this person's intentions for you are not to be that person that you need. They want to fill your head up with things. They're trying to figure out how to get themselves out of something. Okay? You're going to find out what it is that they haven't been saying. And it's going to set the whole record straight. Yeah. Yeah, Gemini. I don't think you're going to stay in that situation. This person is prone to betrayal. You know who that is. Okay, when it comes to your career, your outer experiences are a direct reflection of your internal condition, Gemini. So, the more that you focus on yourself and working on that internal condition of yours, the better the outside is going to look. Don't look back. Okay? There's somebody in your life who has... What do you want, you know? They're both focused on money than being faithful to you. Maybe you've seen a tarot reader or a psychic, or I don't know, your intuition has already told you to be done with this, to let go of this. They told you already. I probably one of the ones that told you already. It's time for you to move on. I'm telling you, the moment that you do that, all the letting go is what's just going to usher in all this wonderful stuff, because you've already been planting seeds, Gemini. You have the strength to do this. You just have to allow yourself the time to heal. Like, do this so you can heal, you know? Because this person has brought about a lot of interruption, disruption, like just distracting energy into your life. And all you got to do in order for everything, sometimes it's not about, you know, fertilizing and doing all this crazy stuff to your plant. Sometimes it's just about plucking the weeds. That's you this week, Gemini. You just got to pluck the weeds. And I feel like by way of doing that, you're going to carve out your own path. And it's just like, it's going to be great. Like, I'm seeing abundance on that path. People want to know how you did it. You're no longer falling for bullshit anymore. That's how you did it. You know, allowing things to change. Realizing that we're all different. And my different is what's great about me, you know. Make sure you keep your temper this week, same as Aries. Some of you may feel like you're lacking that creative spark in your life, and you could get frustrated with that. But just keep your cool. Like, keep your head down right now. Not keep your head down, but you know what I mean by that. Just keep your cool this week when it comes to not being able to do what you want to do right when you want to do it. Okay? Cancer. Cancer. Okay. Number 17 could be significant to you this week, Cancer. Be open. There's something that you need to be open to this week, Cancer. Let me see something. I'm sorry, Cancer. If somebody wants to bring you pleasure this week, Cancer, be open to it. Okay? Even if it's like, I mean, it could be that kind of pleasure. It could be just pleasure. Pleasantries. Like, be open to it. Why not? I don't feel like this person is, I don't know, this could be someone new. Okay. A lot of you just want to, I don't know, you know where you want to go at this point, Cancer. A lot of you are going to start to wear brighter colors. You feel more confident about yourself. You're not excited about a certain connection anymore. It doesn't have good memories attached to it. You slow down communication with that person. You're choosing you. Haven't necessarily moved on from them emotionally, but it's getting better. It's getting better. You question them too much, and that's why you just, you know, you want something that feels, that is transparent, okay? You just want it to feel right. You want it to be right. You want to feel, so you're taking control of the situation. You're not moving forward with anything that doesn't feel right. And you know what right feels like, because you know what wrong feels like. I feel like y'all some of the first people in the room to say it. No, something don't feel right. Y'all usually first ones. And y'all probably ain't even say it. You just got up and left. You have to do that in your romantic environment too, Cancer. Or like earlier on. There was something that this person hadn't done. It's like they have a weak... Somebody may have an addiction, Cancer. Because the way this is picking up is somebody's lying about something they have a weakness for. They're lying and saying that they're not doing it anymore, but they are. And maybe this is something that has blocked out bad memories for this person. So it could be a substance or just a way of doing shit. But either way that goes, it's not giving you what you need out of whatever situation you're supposed to have with that person. So it's like, either way, I'm not happy with this. So hold what's valuable close to you. This person has been holding on to something. They're going to be very stressed about you if you break up with them. But the more, I'm telling you, Cancer, that you don't need to invest in whatever that is anymore. The mask is falling off. And you're coming through as the Empress and the Nine of Coins. And you're looking at this connection, and because you're taking a step back from it this weekend. This weekend? Is it this weekend? What's today? this week. This week. It's Tuesday. Okay. Yeah, you're going to be... You're looking at the fact that, oh, this ain't right. Or we can't truly build something together because there's something here that either hasn't changed. It doesn't feel safe to invest in it because something about it hasn't changed, or something about it, something else within it hasn't ended, so it can't be built on anything solid. It can't work. The person's not telling you what this is, but you know, because you've already been hearing a call to just end it. It doesn't matter what it is. It's bothering you. So it's like, you know, I hope that was clear. As far as your mood this week, that a secret there might be is written in this book. Let us discover it now. Giving the cards a closer look. Cancer. Did we just talk about a secret? In a love connection, and that's why you're deciding to be single. And because you're not going to be a part of it. It doesn't matter what it is. It don't feel right. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right. So Magician in the reverse. You know how they tell you don't go down that street? You just don't go. Chariot in the reverse. It doesn't matter what the fuck it is. It doesn't feel right now. I don't feel like you're interested in it. King of Pentacles in the reverse. You've lost hope in this person. You're not going to invest. Three of Coins. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make nothing. It doesn't make, you know. For some of you, if it don't make money, it don't make sense. And that's also a vibe, you know. Just don't get too caught up on the money chasing thing. But honey, don't not make the money. I'm not gonna say that. You know, just because money helps. Money helps. Okay, let's just say that. But it's not everything. Let's just say that too. You know, if it don't make, it just doesn't make sense for you. You don't want to put your heart there no more. Okay. What's the secret? Oh yeah, we didn't care about that. Let's just see. Something else they haven't moved on from their past that they're still connected to. Yeah. So. But we knew that already. As far as your career is concerned this week, Cancer, always trust the direction of the universe and know that you are being guided. Something about dragonflies could be significant. Make sure that you're getting sleep. Don't allow the ending of whatever that other connection was, or wishing things could be like they was back in the old days, or however. Allow yourself to heal from that. Know that what's happening on the other side of your life is probably for your career. Well, for this new life that's trying to emerge, it's probably something that you prayed about already. Something that you were putting your focus on. There was no reciprocity in the situation because there were others involved. And it kept you waiting. It brought a lot of stagnancy. But now you're ending that chapter. You're ending that connection. You see things a lot more clearly now. This is why they were emotionally unavailable. This is why they were hot and cold. You know, they made themselves feel better with whatever that was. And it's like that made them feel like the man. Something like that. Know that you holding on to this was just going to keep you heartbroken. You letting go of this, oh my God, the world is your oyster, Cancer. You won't be single long, for one. The more you focus on yourself, you won't be single long anyway. And you don't have to look back on this deceptive bullshit no more either. You're being guided. Trust that. You don't want shit to be like it was in the old days. It's about to be better than it was in the old days, Cancer. You want that. Shine bright. I feel like you're putting in immense effort. I feel like it gives you a little bit of anxiety, like the pressure, the time clock. But just know that you're shining. People can see you right now. And you make this shit look easy, Cancer. Okay? Don't be afraid of the unknown. Just allow everything to happen and unfold the way that it needs to this week. Leo. Trust. Everything's happening the way that it needs to be happening right now, Leo. Stay close to things that make you feel safe, Leo, this week. That'll help you control that fire inside of you. Some of you may feel like you need comfort this week. Some of you may stay close to if you have animals or children this week. Something about controlling your temper. Control issues could be an issue this week, Leo. So, somebody may be trying to control a situation that they're not truly in anymore. And when I say that, maybe somebody has a child with someone and they try to control, there's some level of control that they try to have over that situation, but they're not in that relationship anymore. Somebody doesn't want to talk about the bad times. They just want to avoid talking about the bad times with the Queen of Cups. Somebody may be in denial that something may not be moving forward. Somebody's not feeling strong enough, good enough, something. Somebody has chosen better for their life. A lot of you dealing with a Cancer. Somebody doesn't want to be in something that they're going to regret being in. Somebody feels like somebody's not done with their ex and you're not going to put me in no competitive situation that I did not sign up for. And somebody's choosing to let go of the pain. You know what I mean? Shift their focus away. Somebody's offer is shadow. It's like a shadow casted over their offer. It's like something you're not telling me. And that's what's throwing off our connection. It could be that someone is working on freeing themselves from either a connection or an addiction as well. Your intuition has been telling you that you need to take a moment, Leo, and free your mind of whatever it is that has been weighing heavily on it. Things will start to progress the more that you take time to, you know what I mean? All right. And you can't hold on to everything and everybody. There's something like that here. Something about letting go of the control issues and a connection in your life, because the more it's like the more you carry, how you gonna carry everything? I feel like somebody who's trying to carry so many things is the reason why somebody else ain't gonna worry about this connection no more, because it's like you giving to everything, you're giving to everything. Meanwhile, I'm over here waiting for what's for me to come in. But you over here like, well, I want to go over there with you too, but I want all of this. And it's like, pick a side. There's something like that here. Let go of control issues this week. Allow things to unfold naturally. Don't try to steer things any way, in any direction. Let go of the control of the outcome. Okay, you'll be able to see things clearer and how many opportunities you miss out on by trying to hold on to whoever this is. Could be a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. This is not somebody who even makes you happy. There's an ex in somebody's life that they need to go ahead and like let that shit go. Okay, I don't know why I felt like that. I see a man traveling alone. Good news. There's good news coming. There's good news coming when you allow yourself to clean your slate, Leo. I see a man traveling alone. He's moving away from a house, a family, something like that. Maybe turning something down this week. Use your mind. Think with your mind. Now we're in that space of allowing. So maybe that's the move this week. It's like I've been holding on to shit in my love life. Bop, 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 bop. And now I'm ready to get into the energy of allowing a new start. You know, just something new. What's for me? There's been a lot of, somebody had a lifestyle, you know what I mean? That wasn't healthy, the healthiest, or the most honest, or the most committed. Things like that. But somebody's now wanting to, I don't know, maybe do something a little different. And I feel like making this change, making these cuts, yes. Because that's what somebody's wanting to see. Somebody's like, I'm not going to try to make this happen with you. Yes. Okay, here we go. Somebody needs to see this change. Somebody needs to make a change. But there's also somebody who wanted to see a change before they would act on anything with the other person as well. Because somebody was living two lives, you know what I mean? Somebody had two things going on. So I see somebody moving on from the things that were holding them back, because now I have this new thing over here, and it's like it's making me change. It's helping me with my emotions. It's like I can handle this. Almost like I'd rather be with you and your bullshit, because it's not really bullshit. It's something like that. It's a new start for somebody. And they're having to leave something else behind. As far as your career is concerned, these obstacles are only detours in the right direction, Leo. There's something, it's like how many times? A lot of you may move for work. There's somebody that you know that you love. You know that you love. And I think that love has grown over time. And somebody's stressed about the fact that they were a douchebag in the past as well. And they know that, you know, holding back their feelings, cheating, and doing all this crazy stuff is the reason that the breakup happened. Somehow this is connected to your career this week. I feel like you're taking a chance, though, on a connection to try to resolve the things that have happened, because I feel like I feel like you're worried that the other person may not be interested, or vice versa. Any obstacles that you're facing this week, everything is as it should be. You're being redirected. There's something about how many times, Leo, how many times are you going to stress yourself out before you finally let go of something? It doesn't seem to be going in a successful direction, so you gotta let go. You have to let go. You gotta loosen your grip on something this week, Leo, okay? Everybody's different. Don't worry. Stop trying to cover up the errors. It's time to be transparent about something. The more that you stop trying to cover it up, the more free you're gonna feel. there are not many people like you, so stop covering up the best parts of yourself in order to please other people, something like that. Like, we want to know you. We like you. It's something like that. Your intuition is strong this week, too. Follow it. Virgo. Somebody got their eye on you. Somebody's addicted to someone. They could be. Somebody could be suffering from addiction too. Virgo. Some of you might be dealing with a Leo, literally. It's a lot of cat references coming up here. I'm seeing a horn or something. It looks like the horn of the Aries. One of them. Is it horn? I don't know. Some of you may be dealing with a Pisces or a Cancer as well. Or feminine energy that carries a masculine energy, but it's sexy. A lot of you may take on a more serious tone this week. You're not so flirty this week. Or you're not really extending that, energy out this week. Maybe you're wanting to get back out of the house. Or you're having to get back out of the house, but you're not really wanting to. You're not looking to start anything new right now. I don't think you're interested. Some of you have found out that someone has forgiven. I didn't mean to say forgiven. I meant to say giving up. But maybe that was a part of it. It's like, I forgive you. I can't worry about this anymore. I'm not going to the more energy I put into this, the more it throws me off of my thinking and my life and things like that. And I end up heartbroken, so I don't want to give to it anymore. So maybe somebody's no longer extending their energy to you. Somebody may be realizing it's time to heal. It's time to learn from this. Somebody's working on their own happiness. And things were being, there was a connection that was being slowed down because maybe there were other people involved. And that was slowing things down in a connection. That's why I didn't, there was a lot of reasons why this did not work out. And somebody decided to pull their energy back. And maybe that's making you or the other person want to come back towards this connection because someone has pulled their energy back. There's no confusion here. It was just somebody was in denial about the fact that they needed to put in the work. Somebody was in denial about who it was that they truly wanted to move forward with, and they waited until this person gave up in order to come back and try to do the right thing. As far as your mood is concerned this week, you have the chance to have something at your side. And I feel like it's going to fulfill a lot of the desires from your heart, There's somebody could be 33 years old, 33 could be a significant. It's somebody who has the key to your heart, Virgo. Their name could start with an M. Somebody's name could start with an M. This person has a key to your heart in some way. Or vice versa. If you have the chance to have this, somebody feels like if I had the chance to have this by my side, all of my dreams could come true. But the connection is in trouble right now. You know what I mean? Somebody could be working a lot. Somebody could be thinking about this. And somebody could be looking at this offer and then thinking back on the bad things that happened last time I dealt with your ass. Type of stuff. You know. I think somebody took the time to look at how disappointed they've been in this connection. And it's like, I haven't lost faith in you as a person, but I seem to do better when I'm not in this connection. Somebody could have gotten a reading on this too. And it's like, maybe the reader told them that your intuition about the situation was right, that this wasn't going to lead to commitment, that this wasn't going to be something that moved forward successfully. Like, maybe the reader confirmed what they already knew. Pisces, Cancer energy. As far as your career is concerned this week, Virgo, maybe there's something that you feel like you have either humbled yourself or surrendered to. It could be a calling that you need to be surrendering to, but it also could be something that you, I don't know, loosen your grip when it comes to, or loosen up. It could be something about loosen up. It's like, even if you feel like you have loosened up or surrendered, surrender even more. This could be in terms of a love connection too, or a friendship that you cannot seem to stop thinking about. You feel like you don't get enough from this situation. You haven't been happy. I don't think you've been committed to this either. Or perhaps you've tried to replace this energy. And okay, so there's a male Virgo. And it's like, instead of fixing the connection, whenever things go wrong in the connection, they do things that make it worse. And this person knows about that, and that's why they don't trust coming back to this situation. And it may be, what is this person's actions? Next actions. They don't feel safe. So they're choosing not to lean on the truth and not make this happen. They're not going to invest in this connection anymore. So maybe it's as far as your career, it could be affecting your career, however you're feeling about this situation. And there's something that you're still not surrendering when it comes to this connection, because someone here does not feel safe to move forward. You're strong enough to let this go. Whoever I'm talking to, whether it's Virgo or the cross watcher. Oh. Virgo. You can't go back to yesterday. Know where you want to go. Have a plan. And everything is not fair. Everything is not fair. I feel like there's someone on the other side of this situation who feels like something was just not fair. Okay? Libra. Name of the game for you this week is your happiness, Libra. A lot of you are going to be resolving things in a relationship or at your job this week. I'm seeing green, okay? Money troubles, like, yeah. Something is going to shock you this week when it comes to your strength. Possibly when it comes to a Leo. Stay optimistic about your love life, okay? There's a relationship that's going to be resolved this week, okay? Or you may, like, realize how strong you are after getting over this connection. This could be with someone in your family. Some of you can have sisters. Some of you are happy in your own little world, okay? Be careful of someone in your life. There's some masculine that you need to stop dealing with. have some unresolved anger issues when it comes to a connection in your life. You carry the burden of wanting to be back in this situation, but also being afraid to go back to it because there's some unresolved things that are the reason why you had to separate yourself from it anyway. It's almost like I want to be here, but it ain't right yet. But I want to come back, but it's not safe yet. There are some things. Let's see what you can do about this. Because I feel like it has something to do with the way that you're thinking about the situation. I feel like you want to offer yourself to this, but you're confused about going back. But I feel like your vision, I feel like you feel like if you walk away from it, you're walking away from your happiness. But I feel like the more that, this could be a relationship with the mother as well. You've been wondering what to do. Leo energy is here. Some of you are wondering if you should work on something. For some of you, this is your parents. You may feel like your relationship with the masculine energy or your dad, it's like, I can't go back to him. And the relationship with my mother is a bit burdened. I'm not always interested in communicating with her. Something like that. But this is something, it's like our relationship ain't that tight right now. If I go back, it's like it's still a disappointing situation. If you guys address whatever needs to be addressed, and only you know what that is, Libra. If you go ahead and address whatever needs to be addressed, you two can work on getting through the pain together. Okay, and that may be what shows you how strong you are this week, is being able to, I don't know, introduce transparency, introduce forgiveness, healing. Stay optimistic about this situation, Libra. There's hope with one of these energies in your life. The other, it may not be the time to reconnect with them. This could be your parents, like I said. As far as your mood this week, Libra, the truth, transparency. The further you are away from the truth of the matter, the worse things will be, the more abandoned you will feel. The only way to right the wrong is to be transparent. Nobody can know how you make them feel if you don't tell them. That's for one. That could be the holdup. Nobody can know how to help you if you don't tell them. That could be the other holdup. There's something that you need to work on. It is not done yet. You need to make peace with it. There's something that's been kept in the dark. And that thing, and it's like, you could have wanted to run in the other direction because things weren't working out with someone else. I really feel like this is someone's parents. You could have wanted to go in the other direction. There could be a Leo that you need to avoid until things are under more control. It may not be safe to go in the direction of either one of these people right now. This is an odd story. Libra. For some of you, this truth is connected to like your system of belief as well. It could be like religion or spiritual practice. Because there are some... This could be things that you're angry with yourself about. Things in your past that you're angry didn't go your way. Relationships with your parents, family stuff that didn't go the right way. Finding out that the person that you gave your heart to, maybe they didn't care as much as you thought, or it proved to be unrequited, something like that. But this is really giving a masculine and a feminine that you haven't moved on from emotionally. You're not really interested in giving to the situation, but you still think about them. This could be your parents. It's like, I want to go back, but I can't. There's one. The masculine is the key to this situation may lie with the masculine. He may be the problem. He's either the key or he's the problem in this situation. And there's something that needs to be addressed, possibly pertaining to him, when it comes to the feminine in your life. I don't know, Libra. Y'all tell me in the comments how that resonates. It's something about healing the situation with the feminine. Like letting your guard down in this situation. Talking about however things made you feel. But putting the work in, I feel like a lot of you start to put the work in and then you slow down because you start to feel like, oh, it's not going to work. It's like you start telling yourself these things. I feel like going back and working on this. Yes, going back and working on this with this feminine is going to help you to see where those fears are coming from. And it's going to help you when it comes to this masculine. Things that needed to be addressed in order for choices to be made. It could be that, there's a daughter who's struggling in a relationship with her parents and she's falling out with her mother. Her father may not be around, something like that. And with the father, it's like something that needs to be resolved with the mother so that they can have a conversation that's going to help her resolve the real issue, which may be the father. I don't know. Y'all tell me in the comments. When it comes to your career, when you lean on the faith of the universe, peace becomes real. Some of you may be choosing to let go of a job. Some of you may have been let go from a job. But I see you, some of you may be working on a situation with either your family or a family business. Keep your emotions out of work, okay? For some of you, your work is helping you to heal from a family situation or a love situation that didn't work out. There's something that didn't work out because, let's see. It wasn't supposed to. There may be somebody who it's like when you two resolve this, it's like they have to grow in order to get to you. You can be very moody, or they could be very moody. It's like somebody's going to have to grow in order for something to come back together. Because it's looking like somebody's vibration, like raised their vibration before somebody else, so they like outgrew someone, and somebody's going to have to grow and get to your level or something like that before you two can come back together. But it looks like you're going to be, it's like if you resolve a situation over here, it resolves something in your financial world. I feel like you're going to be finding the joy in your life again, Libra. Stay optimistic, okay? That was too long. You're passing a test this week, Libra. Somebody wanted you to follow the status quo, but you are different, and you need to embrace your different. Everything is not going to be fair. Everything's not going to feel just. Everything's not going to feel, you know, especially if you're coming from the wrong mindset. When you learn to let go, you don't worry about what's fair, what's this, you know, something like that. And it frees you. There's something about shifting that perspective that frees you. All right, that was too long. Scorpio. Some of you could be connecting with the Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius this week, Scorpio. Some of you may be connecting the dots in a situation this week, or realizing that it's like, wow, this whole, either everything in this world is connected. You may be realizing how much things are connected, or you may be connecting the dots of why something is falling out between you and someone. And you may be choosing to avoid it this week. Okay. Could have something to do with Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sag. You could have been in denial about something. So you need to get some rest, okay? A lot of you were in denial about whether or not something was going to grow. Somebody's checked out of this connection. Meanwhile, the other person has been stressing about trying to make it happen, but also detaching because they feel like it's not happening. Anyway, that was not what we were supposed to be reading. There's somebody that may be expressing their love to you this week, Scorpio. Or that you may need to go ahead and just, you know, just go ahead and tell somebody how you feel. Because they may be checking out. They may be looking elsewhere because they don't know how you feel. Somebody may think that if they go back and try to express themselves that they're going to be met with like some kind of resentment, or that the person has resentment. Or somebody may be separating from someone like that in order to go make things right with someone else. Many of you, I feel like there's a masculine who wants to express their love to someone that they care for, but they've separated from someone else too. Could be a marriage. But are they returning too late is the question. Something like that. Somebody's name could be Dre. Pay attention to your dreams this week, Scorpio, or you could be having a lot of dreams, I think. I don't know. Some of you could have like plants on your table, on your dining room table, kitchen table. Donuts, bagels could be significant. Some of you are dealing with a Cancer or Pisces. Somebody's afraid to take a chance on a relationship because of what happened back there. So like I said, I'm wondering if someone is returning to a situation too late, or if there's like been too much damage done to a situation. Some of you may be dealing with an Aries or a Cancer. Somebody feels like if they come back to this, somebody's afraid. I feel like the feminine's afraid and the masculine wants to work together again. It's like, I feel like I got the strength to come back towards this now, but I feel like the feminine is starting to run away or something like that. You may get a message or a letter, an email or something like that that promises a lot of good luck, but be careful of who you have around your blessings, okay? Somebody's been holding back from talking to someone, and I feel like it's because this person is really focused on bettering their life or something like that. Somebody like blew up fast. Be an Aries or an earth sign in your life, or this could be you. And I feel like it's driven someone to feel like they failed at a connection. It's like somebody's life blew up, and whoever's expressing their love too late feels like they failed at trying to get this person. Maybe I didn't open up soon enough, I didn't give enough, I didn't say enough, something like that. When it comes to your career, Scorpio, actually, let me see. I don't know. Somebody may experience like rejection this week. I didn't want things to be over. I just got myself out of something. That's why I couldn't. It's like somebody got there too late and now it's closed or something's sold out. I feel like when it comes to your career this week, Scorpio, there's something that you're feeling very passionate about. You may start something this week. You need to get somebody off your mind, though. There's somebody from your past that you may feel had to walk away from. What happens if you let go, Scorpio? What happens if you really just release it? Because I feel like that's when this Ace of Wands, you're not going to have enough to give to this Ace of Wands if you still are trying to hold on to what's back there. Because it's going to slow things down for you. It's going to slow you down. There's something that didn't work out, and I feel like there's a reason that it didn't. Even if it felt like the end-all, be-all, there was a lot of happiness. There was a reason why this didn't move forward, because there's something that you need to move forward with on your own right now. Doesn't mean things can't come back together. Somebody may be having to face the fact that they may be the reason why this ended as well. Somebody has to figure out who they are after all of this, you know? There's a test that you've passed, and sometimes it doesn't always feel like there's a test that we've passed in life, because it feels like I've lost something. But now it's time to figure out where it is that you want to go. A lot of you have choices that you don't realize that you have. You haven't asked enough questions. But you have to realize that the things that were blocking you are no longer blocking you. This is about using your time wisely and becoming braver in your actions. What happens if you just allow all of this to take place, Scorpio? Sagittarius, what's going on with you this week? I feel like there's something that you've been inspired to do. You could have started this already, but it's something that you're not done with. And it's time to start it now. It's time to get started with that again. There's something that you're needing to free yourself from. In terms of your love life. Maybe you're in the process of taking control over your life again. You could have had a child with somebody. You could have been married to this person, but there were too many things. Something had a hold on somebody, and you didn't want that to continue affecting you. You didn't feel free in this connection, so ending it is the right thing for you to do. Maybe you're in denial, not wanting this to end, but the thing is, you were feeling trapped. I'm hearing in someone else's grief. Okay. You could have chosen to work together with this person for the sake of family. There were many ways that this person held back from you. Could have been with communication. Money could go well with this person. Like stability, I don't feel like there was any problems there, but there was something else that they refused to talk to you about, and it could have been their feelings. And it just kept sabotaging the relationship. So I see you freeing yourself, possibly from a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio. You don't have the best memories with this person. There wasn't a strong enough foundation, so I feel like you are taking action. You are the one who's deciding not to move forward with this. As far as your mood this week, stay in good company. Keep your mind focused on things that grow, fertility, could be money. It's something about being in good company and staying away from something. Stay near to something. Some of you could be afraid to take a chance. There could be an Aries in your life. Maybe you're resolving some trust issues with someone before you make a choice on something. Someone could be because somebody could be healing from some burdens from a connection, a relationship in their life. This could be you. Something could have been stressing them, draining them. It was something that hadn't ended in this person's life, but it looks like they're in the process of letting that go. You like this person. But maybe you were confused as to why things were going so slow, and it's because this person was going through something that was kind of like trapping them in their head. They're making peace with it, though, or you are. You could be advising someone to stay. Either stay on the sunny side of things, the sunny side of life, like taking a chance on themselves. You could feel like there's somebody around you who doesn't take enough chances. And it's almost like either they're letting you know or you're letting them know the grass is greener on the other side. Like with something, right? As far as your career is concerned, when I accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher, I will always be guided back to the light. There may be something Sagittarius that you need to offer your love to. There may be someone on your job that you learn a lot from, or you two learn a lot from each other. Because I feel like you have more in common with this person than you may think. You're both resolving trust issues. You're both trying to set things right in your life. It looks like you both were the ones who took initiative to make these major changes in your life. And that's pretty cool. You know, I feel like there's somebody that's also really good at juggling a lot of like multitasking too. You may have realized that there were things in your life that didn't take off because of people that you were connected to. And the more that you heal from these things, the more stable you are, the more responsibilities you're able to take on or something like that. These burdens was fear. These things that you were carrying, it was like fears, either fears of letting these things go. Like sometimes people are afraid of success, so it's like we hold on to the things that are familiar, even if they make us miserable. But that's what was keeping you from taking these chances. It was slowing you down. And there may be someone in your life or somebody that you work with, and maybe you two are mirroring each other in some way. And it's like the more you see what they're going through and the more they see what you're going through, the more both of y'all are like, oh, is that what I'm doing? And maybe it's helping you both move forward in a more positive direction. Because there is something, like I said, that you've been inspired to do and you need to get back on that. Okay? Sag. Who are you? This is about getting to know the new you after whatever that thing is that's not in your life no more. There's no more covering up the mistakes of something. And watch your temper. A lot of y'all need to watch y'all temper this week. Okay. Take yourself out to eat too, Sagittarius. Okay. Capricorn. This week is about being calm, okay? I'm hearing calm down. Serenity. The number 31 could be significant. Some of you have just gone through a major ending in your life. I feel like you're better because of this ending, and you're no longer like in that suffering period of the ending anymore. But this week you gotta calm yourself this week. Take time to yourself this week as much as you need to. Even if that's just stepping out the room for 5 minutes. So however you need to handle that to keep yourself calm. Maybe time to disconnect from the world, or you may be sneaking off with somebody. This week. Or retreating from a certain person this week. A lot of you are choosing to detach. The more that you detach from something that makes you feel, the more that you detach from something, the better you feel. And the worse somebody else feels once they realize this truth, that you're not investing in them anymore. Okay. There may also be a Cancer or an Aries or a Gemini in your life. There could be a chance that you're taking to make peace with someone, letting go of control issues and kind of allowing, not really trying to make anything happen any which way. It's like something about relax, It's almost like learning how to ride a bike again. I feel like the more you let go of control in a situation, the stronger the situation becomes. Something like that. You could have been wondering what was wrong with you or someone else. And I feel like, everybody goes through what they go through. Sometimes you have to take your emotions out of the situation, how you feel about it, out of the situation. Sometimes it's not always about you. I heard, imagine that. Oh, who's conceited? Somebody's very self-focused. It's not always about you. It's something about not taking things personally. Okay. When it comes to your mood, there can be somebody far away. Somebody may need your prayers. Pray for someone that's far away and in good health You'll always stay. You'll always be. It's something about praying for someone far away, and in good health, you'll always stay. Something about building bridges with the right people. But there's someone far away who needs your prayers right now, who may need you. They may be in conflict right now. This could be somebody that you've worked with before. It could be a Taurus or a Gemini. And you also need to focus more on yourself. Be open to other people's advice that you feel comfortable with about the parts of you that still feel unhappy about someone that you had to walk away from. That you had to walk away. You know that, right? Okay. As far as your career is concerned, I am unapologetic about what I desire, and I trust that what I focus on will grow. Be careful what you focus on. The world is yours. If you focus on lack, that's what you will receive. You need to feel better before you get too focused on something. I felt like a need to warn you about what you focus, because what you focus on will grow, whether that's good or bad. Your manifestation seems to be strong right now, but your confidence ain't that strong right now. So you have to feel better before you start wishing for shit, Capricorn. Because I feel like there's somebody in your energy that you still think about. Just be careful with that. There's something that you need, that you've kind of been trapped inside of. Some of y'all need to get off the internet. Either you've been like online shopping at night, or like, I don't know, looking for whatever people look for on the internet at night. I'm just playing. It's not always bad. And that's not always bad. Anyway. Whatever that was ended for a reason. Okay, but I think you know that already. I just think something's affecting your confidence. Focus more on what it is that you want. Because wherever your focus really is right now is going to be amplified. So make sure you're focusing on the things that you actually want to be happening. You know what I mean? Make sure your focus is in a positive place. And sometimes we can be too focused on things that ain't our business. And then that kind of energy grows in our life. Or we could be focused on the negative and that energy grows. You know what I mean? So be careful what it is that you're actually focused on. Because I feel like your energy is kind of shifty. Something like that. Capricorn, you need to set your course. Know where it is that you want to go. Have a plan, a direction. A lot of you may be thinking about your age. You may be getting older. It's like, damn, life is short. So make sure you're doing what you want. You know, keeping shit light. Be a leader. Show other people how it's done. You can help others, but it's something that you have to be willing to address and take accountability for things in your life and be, I don't know, something about nobility and being a healthy leader. Because somebody's starting to realize that, you know, nothing lasts forever. And set your course and know where you wish to go and have a plan was in the reverse. So I feel like somebody is I feel like if you find the lesson in things, it's not about keeping up with other people or where I should be by this age or whatever. It's about finding the lesson and discovering the purpose in the situation and trusting that you are learning, okay? And what's the right way for somebody else may not be the right way for you, you know? This is about learning to, and you can create what you want. But there's only one right way to do that. There's only one right way to handle something. I don't know what that's about. But there's no more time for nonsense. It's time for you to belong to your own dream. There's a test that you haven't passed yet, Capricorn. And it's about your individuality, being who you truly are. All right. I'm going to move on. I don't know. It's 8 minutes. Aquarius. Letting go. Maybe the name of the game for you this week. Some of you may be dealing with somebody could have a earth sun sign or water sun sign. Or you could be dealing with a Leo. You can have it in your chart. Somebody could be really creative. I'm picking up water or earth sign, but there's something about going with the flow, letting something go, having some sort of emotional release this week. This situation is calling for you to have faith, okay? To surrender something in your life. Because I feel like you're lacking faith. If your first card is the star in the reverse, this is your energy. It's something that you've lost hope in, lost faith in. You could be choosing someone and shooing somebody else away this week. I don't know. There could be somebody that your heart is set on, or vice versa, and you find purity in this person. You have a lot of passion for this person. You could be showing off other love interests for this person. Okay, it's like this, something calls to you. But it may not be time to move forward with it, or you may not feel ready to move forward with it, or it's like you don't know. It's not moving fast enough for you, something like that. You don't feel successful with it right now. You're not feeling stable, and you're kind of wanting to detach, give up. Maybe you're feeling like you missed out on something. Somebody's focused on themselves. You may be starting to feel better, or as soon as you start to feel better after some form of rejection or feeling, I don't know. It's like your insecurities pull you back to something that you've already broken up with, because you have a very strong connection with someone. So it's like every time I try to leave, something keeps pulling me back. Or it's like something that you're wanting and you're wanting it now, but it's taking a long time. It's something like that concerning your love life. See advice. Some of you may have gotten your heart broken by a fire sign. You may have been in denial that it was time for something to be over. Some of you are wondering what the hell is going on, if they're dealing with someone else, or if they're choosing someone else. But you may be being called to either take your mind to a more positive place or be more patient when it comes to this, because there may be something. What's going to happen with this? It may not be the time for this to happen right now. Somebody is still holding on to something that happened in the past. There may be trust issues between. I feel like the masculine, and I'm not one to always blame the masculine for stuff, okay? But I'm not seeing anything on the feminine energy side. So let me see something. He's the one that's sitting in regret, whether it's a man or a woman, right? She is like not over the situation, but definitely not focused on it anymore. She's not trusting it. She's looking at something as toxic. A lot of, like it's burdensome for her to think about him. And she'd rather not commit to this situation. She may be fighting for her own independence. I could just be talking about feminine energy, taking how it resonates. I didn't want this to be over, but something doesn't feel stable. I'm not trusting the situation. He is regretting that she feels that way, but at the same time, he held back his feelings. Things could have been successful, but he didn't give enough to the situation. And he was trying to cover something up. There's somebody in the background here. He's trying to shush. All right. As far as your mood this week, the most beautiful of the cards this lady is that most certainly she may bring you luck in life. Always be kind. Deeds done thoughtfully. There's somebody who's like, you got to treat me right if you want to be over here. Period. There's a lot of fortune that there's a feminine. There's a lot of fortune that she can bring into the right person's life, whether that's a masculine or feminine energy. Okay, there's a lot of fortune that she can bring in, but you're gonna do this shit right. You have to be kind. The deeds have to be done thoughtfully. Somebody may have to change their ways. It could be a lot of conversations that you're having with this person this week. Somebody's wondering, when can something be right? I feel like there's someone who resolves their issues by getting things right for themselves, like by focusing on themselves. Somebody who's working very hard. It's like, even though this didn't work out, they're coming off as very strong, but also not really trying to hold on or like control what's happened. I feel like they have good memories of you though. This connection has made them happy, but there's some reason that they feel like they have to hold back from this. It's something that they can't stop thinking about. It's what keeps you two from coming together, and it could have something to do with another person that's causing stagnancy that this masculine may not be talking about, whoever he's trying to shush. So it's like, you fit the profile, but I don't know if you fit the assignment for my life, is what this privileged lady is saying. It's kind of like there's some kind of test that has to be passed to get over there with her, but it's green over there. It's green over there. As far as your career is concerned, some of you may have been going through something that you feel like is out of your hands. There could have been an ending. I surrender to a power greater than me. I'm seeing a connection that ends in your life, and the emotions of all of that could affect your career. I feel like you're unhappy about having to walk away from something, but the more you let go, the more things accelerate in your life, I feel. Somebody's energy was guarded and avoided, and I feel like it was hard. It put you more in your head. Don't stress about this though, Aquarius. A lot of you are wondering what's wrong. Why is this not happening? Something you need to be honest with yourself about. It's something about surrendering yourself. There's a masculine who's maybe still holding on to an ex. There needs to be like some sort of emotional release that happens. Sometimes when we're carrying baggage in our emotional areas, you know, of life, it can affect you on your job. Somebody is avoiding the other person because they was cheating. Okay? I don't know what this got to do with career. But there was, somebody found out about something, and so they ended it. Now, I don't know if somebody was wondering why someone was afraid, but it's because of that. I have no idea, Aquarius. The trust is a thing in this, and it's like you gotta come correct if you're gonna come over here. And there's somebody who needs to face like some kind of ending that may have already taken place, or that needs to take place in order for something else to grow. I can't really pull no more out of that, Aquarius. Choices. Somebody's feeling blocked, restrained. Am I going to regret this mistake? Fearing that I've made a mistake. Have you made a mistake, Aquarius? Follow your intuition. There's nothing to fear. There's something that you don't need to... He's like some kind of poison you don't need to keep drinking from somebody. You don't have all the time in the world. It's time for you to make a plan and choose what it is that you really want. Everything's not going to be fair. You can't be fair to everybody. You have changed already. You've changed already. But it's like you still... You still haven't declared your freedom from something. There's still some fear when it comes to letting go of something. You are different. You can't go back once you've changed. It's time for you to belong to your own... You know what I mean? It's time for you to accept the areas that you've grown in. It's like once you know, you're responsible for what it is that you know. So go ahead and start exploring that new part of yourself, that new you. You don't have to hold... You can't be different and then hold on to the same things or something like that here, Aquarius. I don't know where the timestamp is, but we're going to do Pisces. You need to go on and tap into Pisces. A lot of you, the moment that you try to step out of your own rhythm of life, everything feels just out of balance. Step back into the rhythm of your own life. Okay, the natural rhythm. A lot of you are very much go with the flow type of people. And that's where things turn out good for you. That's where you feel happy. It's your right to feel happy. Dance to the beat of your own drum. You can do that. In your love life this week, a lot of you guys may need to sit down and have a drink with your girlfriends or with your friends or whatever. Let them help you. Let them support you through whatever it is that you're going through in your love life. Let them, you know, boost your confidence again this week. Don't shut yourself off from people because there's something that you haven't moved on from, Pisces. And that's okay. There are people around who want to help. They love you, they admire you. Some of you may be dealing with a Leo. I'm moving on from one. The more that you do, the more things start to go well for you. There's less stress in your life without this energy. Some of you turned this person down because it was just too much conflict and you weren't trying to be in a situation where it wasn't just you and them. And now you're feeling a lot happier because you've taken your heart out of it, because you not completing this was causing a lot of confusion and stagnation in your life. So I don't see you wasting any more time being trapped in that. Nine of Pentacles. Ooh. Yeah. And there's no point in resenting somebody for who they couldn't be in a connection with you. It's better to just accept it and move on. If they couldn't be that, they couldn't be that. They didn't have the capacity for that. It doesn't matter the reason why. It just matters if you like it, you don't like it, okay, get out. It's really that simple sometimes because you don't want it to be throwing off what good karma might be coming into your life by holding on to something that could create some bullshit in your life. You're stronger than you think you are. The same heart that somebody can come and step all over and break and all this kind of stuff is the same heart that you can mend on your own. And maybe give it the things that you were looking for from this person on your own. Something could be significant on the 24th for you. It had to change. You had to free yourself from this. You got people praying for you as you were going through this, Pisces. This thing was stealing your peace of mind. You don't want to be with a liar, emotional manipulator, cheating ass. No. Whatever they were doing wasn't right. Okay? Oh my God. They've come up as every king in the reverse. All of them. Whether this was in the past or, you know. And the thing about it is when you're talking about settling down with somebody, especially. I get it. If you have a little fling with somebody, you know they ain't quite shit. Okay. Wear a condom. Make sure you don't get stuck with the person. But when you're talking about settling down, you start looking at, like, other shit. Like, can I just be around the house with you? How are you with money? How you do this? Like, are you a cheater? You know? I mean, how reckless are you with you? Is going to determine how reckless you are with me. Type shit. You know what I mean? Ain't no point in throwing your rhythm off to get in somebody's life who don't seem to have their own rhythm. Or they have their own rhythm is definitely going to throw yours off. There's something like that here. Your happiness is your birthright. It's yours. And I'm hearing it's yours for anything. You need to start affirming yourself. A wonderful joy is on its way. This wonderful joy is here to stay. I have the perfect work in the perfect way. I get perfect service for perfect pay. I have the perfect partners in my life. I have perfect friends in my life, you know. I have people in my life that serve my highest good, you know. That edify my spirit, that add to my life, that are assets. That don't bring confusion and drama and, like, you know. They also understand that the world is their oyster, you know. I don't know. It's like you can. It's up to you. You can choose to continue to swim in this pool of disappointment with whoever this is that you haven't quite ended things with, or you can follow the calling that you've already been hearing and manifest the reality that you want and look at this for the unrequited love that it is and walk away. Okay? Because once you take a minute to really deactivate your side of the magnet when it comes to this person, because it's a magnet that keeps bringing you two together, and you're going to look at it, you're going to start questioning all the things you feel insecure about and all the things you felt like you were kept in the dark about or kept yourself in the dark about. And you're going to see every reason why you can't move forward with this person. You're going to start to feel more confident. You're going to start to love yourself more. That's what's going to help you to walk away from this thing that's been so hard for you to walk away from, because there's something better for you. And the thing that you dream of, this is the thing, this person is the enemy to your dreams. The thing that you actually dream of is the opposite of the energy that this person is bringing. Did you know that? It's crazy how when you look at it on paper, it's like, this is the opposite of what you want. Something like that, Pisces. When it comes to your career, don't allow the bad memories of whatever this is to affect you while you are on your job. It translates on your face. Okay? Sometimes sometimes you have to tackle your career things from your love life. Sometimes you have to tackle your love life from things that you have going on in your family. Sometimes, you know, everything is connected. You know, so once you get yourself back into your own rhythm, you can fix all of that shit. I feel like that's the way that is. All you got to do is get happy. Pisces. Manage to get happy. Manage to be glad. Create your own happiness regardless of what the hell is going on. It's possible. You know, I feel like you feel like maybe you made a mistake. Well, would you want to be in a relationship? I don't think... You didn't make a mistake, Pisces. That shit would have bored you to death. Stressed you out, honey. This is about getting back into your own rhythm. You haven't been following your intuition. That's the problem. When you stop listening to yourself, follow your own good advice. Okay? You may have a lot of choices to make. But as long as you're not falling for the okie doke no more, you can make those choices based on what it is that you want. But you gotta allow your light to shine. Stop numbing that shit. Stop dulling. Use your time wisely and stop being afraid, Pisces. You know, it could all be over tomorrow. Go ahead and do what you want to do. There's something like that, or do what you got to do. Follow the beat of your own drum, Pisces. Okay, for the collective. There's opportunity. I was having a conversation with somebody, and he stopped to say, can you feel the field of opportunities? Sometimes you just have to stop. Like, whatever it is that you're thinking about right now, fuck that shit, just for a second. And feel the field of opportunities. Like, what could I be doing right now? What could I be taking advantage of right now? You know what I mean? Because there are opportunities all around you. If you just take a second to look up. That message came up a lot for Pisces recently. But some of you can be Pisces, having your chart, whatever. It's for everybody. Take a minute to, like, look around you and feel the field of possibilities. There's a book called that. It's something about the field of possibility. Let me see what that book called. I think I wrote it down somewhere. I'll find it. The Power of Now, I think, is the name of that book. The Power of Now. Now. The field of possibilities. The things that are around you right now. Focus more on that this week. And I guarantee you, whatever it was that you was focused on prior to that, you know what I mean? Becomes less relevant. Something like that. Keep it light this week. For some of you, a lighter approach may be necessary. Avoid being impulsive this week. Keep your eyes open, get enough rest. Remember how strong you are, okay? A lot of you are going to be tunnel vision on something. There will be people reaching for your attention, okay? Stay focused. When it comes to your love life, I see maybe that you'll be retreating, okay, in order to find some clarity, you know? Focus on yourself for a while so that you can see things a little more clearly. And when you do, you might realize just how much you was carrying with you and how much it was hurting you and how much it was breaking your heart. And you may just decide not to worry about it no more. I see somebody detaching from something. It's like, damn, this is what was making me unhappy. Me not doing this. It could, some of y'all, it was somebody in your life who, hold on. It was seasonal. with this person. Maybe there was just something that you were supposed to be learning from this person. This person doesn't know who they are. That's why they couldn't show up in the ways for you that you needed them to, because they don't know. And that doesn't make them a bad person. That just means they need to figure that out. There may be some way this person is like completely starting over. Or you could be, it's like they want to start a relationship with you, but they don't have enough to give. Something like that. It could be codependent, for codependent reasons. They see you moving. You don't feel good about this though, because there's something that hasn't been addressed between the two of you, and it keeps causing conflict. And the longer it's not addressed, it's like it don't matter no more. Whatever this is, don't matter no more, because you got the Fool and the Chariot. It's time for you to move on to something else. Go ahead and take that chance on yourself. You're more in control than this person. Feel that field of possibilities that are there for you. The Fool card and the Chariot. This is what you're breaking away from. This is what you're breaking away from. The Devil and the Ten of Swords. Don't you want to go? Don't you want to go? Get up and get yourself out of there. Okay? Happiness is your birthright, and you have every right to defend that. This new path, or this right path that you're supposed to be on. You go ahead and you go. But you take the necessary time to see how it is that you're feeling. Check in with you. How are you doing? And that's why you need to take a break from your love life this week. Take time. Stop answering the phone. It's your phone. You don't have to answer it every time. See how you're feeling. Your mood this week. This is about Empress energy, whether you're a man or a woman. A lot of you are going to be raising your standards this week, and it's because you're going to be taking time away from your love life. And it's like, because you're protecting your peace in such a way, people going to have to come correct. They can't come with their bullshit towards you. They're going to have to come with the truth. They're going to have to come open and vulnerable towards you, because you're realizing the things that you don't like to feel, the things that slow you down. You know what I mean? The people who are not ready to take accountability for their life or their feelings for you. The people that you fell out with, broken up with, you're healing from these things. You're taking a break in order to figure out what's right for you and get yourself back on the right path. And now now that you have this truth and this clarity, it's freeing you. Oh. It's freeing you. Now you can work on the things that you were planning. You're getting yourself out of these codependent, connections where people were feeding off of your energy. So if you had the 10 of Pentacles, now you got the 5 of Pentacles, because they're sucking up the other half. They're not adding to the situation. This is what you're ending. Things that would keep you in the dark, stagnant. It could be with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sag. Leo with the Sun card, water sign, possibly. This is what you're breaking away from. Someone told me to read them cards. A lot of you will be choosing to be single this week, or do something on your own, or realizing that you would prefer to. The further you are away from, it's like the more that you accept the truth about the situation, the pain is short and sweet. You know what I mean? It's not going to be long and enduring as it would if you were to stay in this situation that is not adding to you. But somebody's going to be fighting for this, okay? Because they see that you're not waiting no more. It's like they realize it. You're getting over this. You're not trying to make this happen anymore, so if somebody's watching you, you're looking at your future at this point. You're like, yeah, 8 of Cups. They don't want you to walk away, okay? They don't want you to walk away. I feel like you're going to be rejecting somebody's apology this week. A lot of you like orchestra music. You should listen to whatever music you like, you know. But some of you could be fond of like orchestra, symphony type of music, classical. I'm hearing opera too. Or somebody's it's like they got the little violin, you know, they're sad. It was a lot of happiness with this person, but it's like they fit the bill, but they didn't. Oh. They just weren't stable. And you're not attracted to that. So the Star and the Fool, you're out of there. You're making peace with the fact that they couldn't be what you needed them to be. Sometimes that's all you have to do. You're recognizing all of the opportunities that there are for you, and why choose the one that's making me happy? Because your intuition, the High Priestess, was already telling you about this King of Wands. Okay, that it was time for you to act. It was time for something to change or to end, you know? You were already being called to do what you had to do when it came to this energy. King of Cups, Justice in the reverse. You're better off without even knowing whatever it was that they were trying to hide from you. Like what good would knowing do? Either way, the situation isn't right. As far as your career is concerned, I find a deeper meaning and personal growth amid the discomfort. That's going to be the name of the game this week. Finding the deeper meaning. Transmuting that energy into personal growth. No matter how uncomfortable. Finding the lesson in it, no matter how uncomfortable the situation is. What are the possibilities right now? What can I turn this into? Think. You know? Logically about this connection, for one. I see you turning that down. I see you, wow, okay. You'll be successful for doing so. You're snapping out of it. You know the offer isn't right. A lot of you are stepping into a masculine energy, even if you're a woman, and taking your heart out of situation, out of something and avoiding it, okay? That's what's going to make room for you. Don't worry about the unknown. Just know that there was a reason that you didn't feel confident about that. And I feel like it was blocking your energy when it came to your work. So now we got the Ace of Cups. This person is after you, honey. Okay? They're really after you. They want to come back in. But I feel like no matter how uncomfortable this situation gets for you, you keep transmuting that energy and realizing, like stopping yourself and realizing what's the best thing that I could be doing right now other than worrying about this. Release, 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 release. You're going to realize that somebody was lying to you. Whew. And you'll move on. You'll be all right. This person is obsessive about you. You hear me? This person is like, they're burdened. They want to be good enough for you. They don't want them to end. They want to hold on to you. They're going to be pursuing you. I mean, going against their better judgment. Or this could be you going against your better judgment if you give in. to this. I don't know where that keep coming from, but it's taking over. So, collective. Listen. Use your time wisely. Work through any disbeliefs that you have. Work on getting a fresh perspective on your situation, which means you need to step away from it for a second. Get advice. Many of you are trying to be the same person in a new situation that you've manifested. Don't put any unnecessary pressure on yourself. For many of you, somebody could have been used to getting things that they want in not so righteous ways. There's always a right way to get what you want to. The field of possibilities. Just check it out. You know what I mean? Stop yourself. Be a leader. Show other people how it's done. You can help other people. We just have to embrace our differences. A lot of you are not following your own advice. You give really good advice and you need to follow your own advice. So, collective, let's look at it. Opportunity, expand your horizons. Eagle Woman is here to offer you a chance of great opportunity. Are you ready to leap into the unknown and stretch your limits? You may have to leave the comfortable and familiar behind. That's what I was saying. Like somebody's trying to bring an old version of themselves into a new situation. How far are you willing to open up your wings and show that you can fly? How high can you soar? There may be those who admonish you for taking flight. Unable to comprehend your need for freedom, their chance to fly will come. For now, the Eagle Woman calls to you. Don't worry about nobody else. She may teach you a clearer way to see things that may seem brighter from this higher perspective. All possibilities are laid out before you. She will show you how to change from seeing the big picture to being able to focus in on the small, important details. She will teach you how to filter out distractions, making opportunities crystal clear. Eagle Woman may ask you to fly so high that for a time you may be alone, weaving new and original patterns in the clouds. Don't be afraid of being alone, y'all. The power of the eagle has come to you now for a reason. Do you have some difficult choices to make, or are you lost in the small details of life or unable to see the wood for the trees? Perhaps your life has become too mundane or too routine. She comes to tell you that there are golden opportunities waiting for you. She reminds you to spread your wings and feel yourself being lifted on the thermals. On the thermals? Letting go of limiting negative thoughts that keep you stuck and embrace the opportunity to rise up and soar to great heights. The affirmation for this card is, I am open to new opportunities. I let go of all that keeps me stuck and explore new ideas and ways of being. Some of you need to focus on your diet this week as well. Like eat, I don't know, something about fiber, iron. I'm hearing fiber and iron. Vitamins, B12, C, immunity, hair and nails. Like focus on eating better, drinking more water too, because that's just gonna help. I mean, it's definitely not gonna hurt. But a lot of you, sometimes it's as simple as that. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm wishing you a very blessed, safe week, and I hope to see you in the next one. Like, share, and subscribe. Ciao.